Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Well, hello, somebody. It's time to move your body. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon, Big Fave Favorite, and we back live, baby. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all ML King Day. I know we did, man. I was really chilling, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all out there, but I was just chilling. But, hey, we back at it again. Excited here on Monday. Monday's fun day for us. As normal, we're going to get this thing going how we typically get it going. So we got a jam-packed show today. This is what you got to love, baby. We got ourselves a jam-packed show, and it's cold outside right now. Brr, that's why we got the sweaters on here right now. But we'll be joined by, in our next segment, in hour one, we'll be joined by John Curtis, DB. I mean, this dude is balling right now. Prentice Mackyeon. He's going to join us a little later. My bad, bumped into the table. And later on in the show, we'll be joined by Kimmie Talks from IGL. Okay. So we appreciate her for joining us on the show later. And we might have a surprise guest too. We're gonna keep that thing rolling. So much has happened since the last time we talked to y'all. There was a national championship that happened. Indiana wins the national championship. You have Coach Kirk Signetti doing it in 2 years, showing you how to work the portal, how to keep it balanced with older players and younger players. I know that was a big complaint last week. Man, their whole team was in their 30s. That was a whole big deal. So I do want to talk to my co-host about that here in the beginning of the show as well. And then LSU, baby, Portal King, Coach Lane Kiffin doing his thing. So I'm excited about the direction LSU has taken in regards to building that roster. We're going to talk about that. But before we get started, we want to take this time to thank our sponsors. We want to take this time to thank the Gordon McKernan injury attorneys. Get Gordon, come on, and get it done. That's right, baby. Here in the New Orleans area, I know y'all see Get Gordon all over the city. Listen, if you've been involved in a serious car accident, if you have workman comp issues, hit up the G team. We'll get you straight. Right here in the New Orleans area, you can call 504-800-8888. Get Gordon, get it done. And it's cold outside, so y'all know I saw a couple of people sniffing, and not us, none of us, we all good in here. But you got to take care of your body, and it starts with what you put in your body. So you got to hit up Dr. Kendra. Right. Make sure Health Nut System, y'all hit up her website, stillbody.org. She has a new line of CMOS out. CMOS has, I think, north of 80 nutrients and minerals that you need in your daily life. At least. She has a new brand for the athletes. We got some athletes coming on the show today. We got Prentice in the building. She has her new line for the athletes, pre-workout shakes, all natural. Visit stillbody.org. That's like still, man is still like Superman, stillbody.org. And Conquer Sports Pros, baby, that's right. If you're looking for training in the area, if you're looking for recruiting assistance, hit up the folks at Conquer Sports Pros. Visit C Sports Pros. A lot of folks are trying to figure out ways to navigate the recruiting process, how to make sure you make the right choice, and you don't want to make a quick choice and it's the wrong choice. You want to make sure you're navigating through that process the right way. Visit the folks at Conquer Sports Pros, C Sports Pros. Well, let's jump on into it, CL. I think we need to go ahead and get started with this national championship because there's so much that goes into it, right? You have not only Indiana beating in my opinion, Miami was the best defense all year in terms of their front seven. You think about banging them boys up front, really getting after it, and being able to apply pressure on this Indiana team. But CL, a week later, right, all the dust and settled. When you think back to the national championship, what's one of the biggest things you think, really helped us out? Helped Indiana win the national championship?
Well, you kind of alluded to it earlier. There was a uber amount of veteran players, 24-year-old, 25-year-old, 30-year-old, whatever it may be, whatever the correct number may be. Just experienced players with skins on the wall. And I think to a man, it wasn't too big of a stage, even though it was at the University of Miami's home stadium, the Miami Dolphins' home stadium, if you will. Those gentlemen were not overwhelmed of the moment. They were not overwhelmed with the stars that were on the sideline of the Miami University alumni as well. I just think they were ready for the moment. Like Coach Sinetti said, all he does is win, and they won.
Look, Chris, man, you know I got to come to you next, big dog. This was a hype national championship. And a lot of folks, when you look back at the predictions at the beginning of the season, it was Ohio State's going to potentially win it all. Watch out for Texas. Arch Manning is going to be at the top of the list. And, of course, my Tigers, we were in the conversation at the beginning of the year. But when you think back to how this national championship came about, and these two teams that nobody predicted would make it, made it, Miami, they wasn't in the conversation. They just wasn't in the conversation at all. I think they were talking more about Clemson in the ACC as opposed to Miami. And then, of course, Indiana, very confident coach and Coach Kirk Signetti able to get it done. When you think about how those teams came to make it to the national championship, that whole deal this year in the 2025 season.
And let me start with Indiana first. And it's the Kirk Signetti approach, and that the way he built this team, all these experienced players, older players, that's how he wanted to build it. So that way the moment won't be too big for them because they have been there in that moment before. So that's why Indiana had a lot of success this year. Of course, with great coaching, a lot of experienced players got to the national championship, won it. And Miami, Mario Cristobal, he elevated his status this year in the playoffs. Great, he's been great for Miami. Carson Beck, we didn't get the Georgia version of Carson Beck. We got a much improved Carson Beck this year for Miami. Mark Fletcher, amazing running back for them. Malachi Toney, great receiver. And then the defense, that front seven, they, especially in the playoffs against Texas A&M and Ohio State, they was just nasty. Even in the national championship game, they played great. The defense just played great all playoffs long.
Yeah, I just wanted to really put a bow on this game, y'all, because it really surprised a lot of folks. And I mean, even for us in our preseason for this show, going through the beginning of the season, we were looking at a lot of the Big Ten teams like Michigan, Ohio State, even paying attention to what Ole Miss was able to accomplish, and of course they made it there. Oh, nobody's going to be able to stop Georgia, and then here these two teams come out of nowhere. But for me, it really speaks volumes about where we're at in college football right now. The coach that's going to get it done, I don't think is the coach that spends the most money in the transfer portal. I don't think it's the coach that goes just after the big player. That's just extension to the messed up way recruiting is already, if you look at it from that perspective, because you're going after big names, big stars, as opposed to you have to take the NFL approach nowadays. You have to approach this thing like you're building an NFL team, an NFL roster, and we all know that in regards to building that, you got a year, you have year 1 through 4. You got to draft well, those guys got to mesh as a team. So I thought it was unique, Coach Signetti being able to bring in a proper amount of talent, bringing the right amount of young guys on the team, older guys, and they got it done. So, I mean, big ups to them, and just wanted to put a bow on that since we missed y'all last week. Hey, but you know it's all about them Tigers in 2026, baby, and Coach Lane Kiffin has already started off. I like the memes. They had him the Portal King, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting at the crown, had the crown on his head. And when I talk about spending a lot of money in the transfer portal just with no structure, I'm not talking about Coach Lane Kiffin. He legit went after positions we needed. We needed to fill our quarterback room. We needed to bring in the right amount of defensive players, particularly on the edge, and put ourselves in a position to not only sustain the SEC, but make it to the college football playoffs, something LSU hadn't had a chance to do. CL, when you look at some of the players that we were able to get here in this portal, even the players who were able to retain on the team, what are some names that really stick out to you that you think is going to be very impactful in 2026?
Well, initially, the first thing you think of is the quarterback position needed to be addressed immediately with the guys leaving out. And Sam Levitt, by looking at his film, he's definitely a mobile quarterback. He got some scoop with him, that's for sure. And you're not 100% sure of how Lane will actually use him.
Yeah.
But that's the first guy that comes to mind. It's unfortunate that Mr. Anderson, or unfortunately, we lose a Mr. Anderson. He decides to declare to the NFL draft, which is a big thing. And shouts out to him. Congratulations to him on his move going into the league. And as well as a Mr. Perkins. And Mr. Perkins is going to be leaving the LSU fold, if you will. And, of course, there's a million guys that's coming in to try to replace them, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. It is a collection of talent, and I am anxious to see how that talent is conveyed into a true football team. But like we all have to do, we have a couple of months to wait and see.
So I'm going to come to you next, Chris, because LSU, not only are we the winners in the portal, when you look back at all the way to the deadline, even once the deadline was over, being able to bring in the right guys at the right time, filling in certain spots after the portal. When you think of LSU defensively, where do you think we improved at the most? I mean, you do lose a lot of guys. You lose Ashton Stamps. Congrats to Ashton. He's out at Arizona State. CL talked about some guys to the draft. To me, the best lockdown corner in college football last year, Monsoon Delane. So when you look at LSU defensively, how do you think they improve?
Great collection of guys defensively, but I'm going to say it, I like how we retooled the defensive line. Bringing in, we have Richard Anderson from Carr and Lamar Brown. Oh my God, that's some nasty D tackles right there. And so I believe this team will have no problem trying to stop the run. The question is, can we stop the quarter? Can we stop the pass? And I think if we could do that, I mean, and we got some good players out of the transfer portal. I think this LSU defense with Blake Baker once again will be pretty good.
Go ahead, Sia.
There's definitely questions all over the board. The defensive backfield, you lose the number one corner in football with Delaney going to the league. Who's going to be that number one shutdown guy? Now, granted, I'm a Pickett fan. I've always loved his measurables. But is he ready for prime time? Is he ready to be that number one corner to stop people? Of course, the defensive line, we have some young guys. Of course, my favorite LSU Tiger, Deuce Gerald's, I'm sure will be in that mix, in that rotation. I know he's going to make plays since day one.
Deuce.
I'm voting for you, kid. So there's a lot of questions. But for me, always the number one question is, how do they fortify the offensive line? How does that offensive line come together? Because when you think of LSU, you think about them dominating the line of scrimmage with the football and ending a football game by running it and not passing it.
Well, getting Jordan Seaton out of Colorado, that's what made him the portal king. That's number one guy,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And, just how strategic we were with getting him, because, everybody wanted him. You're the number one offensive lineman, and as you mentioned, improving the offensive line is the most important thing. So, locking him up and bringing him in was huge. We're looking at the quarterback room. You look at guys like Landon Clark. We brought in, like you mentioned, Sam Levitt.
Yeah.
We have Longstreet came in from USC, bringing that speed dynamic. We look at LSU's running back room. We do retain Caden Durham, Harlem Berry. We get Guillory out of the transfer portal from Utah. A couple of highlights, particularly when you look at the receiving core. The speedster from Florida, can't think his name, is at the tip of my tongue. I'm telling you, transfer portal fly.
It's so many guys.
Wilson, Eugene Trey Wilson.
Yep.
You bring in guys like that. That's why I use the word strategic for Coach Lane Kiffin. I do think he approached this thing like, all right, I know I'm going to be able to build through recruiting. Earlier. Later last week, visiting schools like Shaw, Brother Martin, went over to Archbishop Rummel, just making his rounds. St. Aug, Destrehan, I saw him and Coach Scott.
Yeah.
He went over to St. Aug.
He went to call.
Right.
Yeah.
These are all the things that we didn't think he was going to be able to do without Coach Frank Wilson, without Coach Dave Johnson, without being able. But having that presence, we talk about the three letters, showing up the next following class is. Just recently this week. No, keep on saying this week.
Yeah,
the snowstorm got us. Well, not snowstorm. Thank God we didn't get no snow down here in the NOLA.
I like snow.
But I like it. Was fresh last year when we had the snow out, man. It was pretty cool, bro. It was a breath of fresh air.
Was driving you crazy.
It was different. The grocery bill got ran up. I had to keep going to the store. Even when once the truckers came through and they iced out the roads and leveled everything out. I just followed the truck lines, hit the little convenience stores in the neighborhood just to put a little something in their
Tires
stomach.
are important.
Yeah, boy, you never lying. So, yeah, y'all drive safe out there too, baby. It's Inside the Trenches. We're enjoying this conversation about how LSU was able to handle their business in the transfer portal,
Right.
bringing the right pieces, and just preparing for this season. Fellas, as we wrap this segment, where do you see – okay, I mean, obviously, we got spring ball that still has to happen. We have to go through that entire process of summer and fall ball. But when you look at this LSU team, I don't see Coach Kiffin just trying to compete in the SEC. It really looks like we're building a national contender. CL, do you see it that way?
Not yet. No, not yet. I'm obligated to tell what I see and not what I feel. And there is a collection of talent. I am impressed with the young guys that are coming in. But, a team is something that has continuity. A team is about a belief in one common goal. Now, I believe they all have the common goal to be the best that they can be.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, there's returning talent like a Mr. Green. I'm looking to see the next year the actual progress of a Mr. Green coming off one of the better years that he's had at LSU. Even Mr. Brown, the deep threat number 6, him coming back and seeing. So there's a lot of mixture of talent, but how do you put them together? How do they forge forward? And, Lane has touched the city of New Orleans and started his recruiting mission. I'm sure Frank Wilson was the one to give him the blueprint on how you touch the guys and make sure that you are a vibrant and a recurring, if you will, a recurring presence in these high schools. But until at least we see the spring game, I'll wait to say how far I think they can go.
Right, and that's why I say that. Defense wins championships.
Yes, sir.
Right? First thing he did, Prince, I don't want to mess his
From
name.
Ole Miss, yo.
Yeah, Prince Mackyeon.
The edge rusher from Ole Miss. Yo.
Ole Mackyeon. I'm going to get your name. By the time the season starts, brother, I know I'm going to have you.
Time you
LSU
put the
sport.
right colors on, we'll get you.
But my whole point is with Prince Will, when you look at what he was able to do last year statistically for Ole Miss off the edge, that guy hits the portal come your way. We already have a presence defensively with Blake Baker being able to lead the force. So my whole thing is that's the piece. Now, Trey Green, yes, he do come in. Talking about him potentially wearing the 7. And us being able to have 3 capable quarterbacks. Levitt ball for Arizona State. So I look at it from that perspective, and I'm like, this is a championship roster he's building. Now, I'm not counting no eggs for their hats. We still got to make it to the college football playoffs. But from a roster standpoint, it does look like that's what we're building. Well, we're also building ourselves a great show, baby. Y'all don't go nowhere. Again, we want things. Get Gordon. Come on. Yeah, get it done. The Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys for sponsoring the segment. We appreciate them for their contributions to the show. Man, we rolling, baby. UP is nice in here, man. I like the update the new room. You know what I'm saying? Got the screens.
Shouts out to UP.
The speakers, yeah, shouts out, man. I can't.
Got all that light on me.
Look, I can't wait to record in the studio and then listen to it recorded, put in Adobe. I forget what program it is.
Adobe?
It is
It is an Adobe program that they use, but it's
sure.
Wait, what he said?
Dolby Atmos. Yeah. There's big ups to them. These things.
We inside the church and we do the most, so
definitely
that definitely makes sense.
Well, y'all don't go nowhere, baby. It's All-Star Day, baby. We got a Local coming in the building from John Curtis. That's right, DB. Train over there with my homeboy Robbie. I can't wait to talk to him. We have Prentice Mackyeon coming on the show next. Y'all be sure to stick around. It's Inside the Trenches right here on ESPN Baton Rouge. Hello, somebody.
Here is where your story continues. Stretch the limits of your imagination. Create the world as you see it. One letter, one word, one pixel at a time. Move to the rhythm of your own story. Make something more. For him and her and them, for the world. Do what you love. Tell stories like never before in state-of-the-art recording, news, and editing studios. Created just for you. Learn skills that will never expire. Document moments, seconds, frames per second. Turn them into masterpieces. Creativity is more than a lifestyle. Make it a career. Tune into the sounds around you. Those notes, you were always meant to sing them. Creative boundaries, you were always meant to break them. Become the creative professional you are destined to be at the Anchor Institution for the Creative Economy. This is a stage, a world stage. New Orleans, culture rich. Loyola, hands-on access. Make the next move. Perform and work immediately. We do things differently. Use your creativity to impact society. Expand your mind. Be with and for others. Continue your story in the College of Music and Media at Loyola University, New Orleans.
Inside the trenches.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Faith Favorite, Super Bowl champion and national champion. Here's the truth. Almost anybody could play college football and get a scholarship or financial aid if they know who's looking for them. Now, you may not be a Division I or Division II football player, but that doesn't mean you can't play college football on the next level. There's hundreds and thousands of schools out there that's looking for football players like you to give you a great education. Right now, the average cost of school is $27,000 a year. That means that's $180,000 just to graduate. Imagine cutting that number down with a football scholarship or financial aid support. At Conquer Sports Pros, we find the right schools that fit you, your talent, your goals, and your future. And they will pay for your education through football. Don't waste time guessing. Let us connect you with coaches and programs that are already searching for players like you. If you're serious about playing football in college to pay for your education, click the link below or visit csportspros.com and schedule a call today. Hello, somebody.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Well, hello, somebody. It's time to move your body.
Inside the Trenches.
Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Fave Favorite, and we live here in beautiful uptown New Orleans, right here at Loyola, representing. Shouts out to our production crew for doing such a wonderful job.
Great job.
And big ups to our girl, what's her name? Dr. Kendra? That's who we talking
sure.
about right now, Dr. Kendra? That's right, Dr. Kendra Andrews of stillbody.org. Remember, y'all can visit stillbody.org. Health Nut System, I'm sorry, Dr. Kendra of Health Nut System. Be sure to visit stillbody.org. Get your products. I'm telling you, it's wintertime. You need to get you some good sea moss. Check out her new line of the athletic chicks we're talking about for the players, keeping y'all right in and out of the season. Holla at Dr. Kendra. Visit stillbody.org. Well, one thing we love here at Inside the Trenches is bringing on high school guests. We done had kids on here from Destrehan. Y'all remember Braylon Montero and all of those, and their crew that came down. And
Big boy.
we've had, big boys come. Look, you better come. Look, the chicken, boy, with that Popeye's chicken in there.
Run through it.
We thought that we was gonna have some chicken left over there. Have nothing left. They ran straight
boy.
through. I'll never forget that. Well, our next guest, man, he on the thinner side, so I think he's gonna leave us a little some of the snacks. That's in there. Big up. So our next guest, very decorated, 3.1 GPA, defensive back for John Curtis, class of 2027, works his tail off. I mean, it's a list of awards. We'll wait to talk about those during the questions. But our next guest is none less, not the apprentice, but Prentice Mackyeon, man. Thank you so much for coming on Inside the Trenches.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
The tape definitely speaks for itself, man. I know who you train with, DTP, Robbie Green. Me and Robbie and Ski go back to the early 2010s, like right when we were just winding down our professional careers and helping young men like y'all. So, I pay attention to the action stamps of the world, and now we have you. So I want to, I guess, talk about you in regards to the position, like in your DNA as a defensive back. What's one of your favorite things about playing defensive back? And then, tell us a little bit about your style of play, brother.
Defensive back, I just like to move. I like to get to the ball. I like to hit people. Defensive back, you could do so much. Like, you could come down. I could go get at the D-line, go blitz somebody, go hit somebody, or I could go back and guard our receivers. I could just move around so much, and it's just so much I could do. I feel like, and my coaches trust me. They put me in that beautiful position where I could just do whatever I please, almost like a Troy Polamalu. Like, he come down on the line. Yeah,
Sure.
he just adjusts and do whatever he want to do. It's just so much freedom. I love it. That's why I love the DB position.
All right.
Well, I'm going to cheat again. I'm going to cheat a little bit, young Prentice.
Okay.
First, I'm going to give you a two-part question. First of all, tell the people where you're from.
Okay, I'm from Louisiana. I was born in New Orleans, Turo. I really grew up in Wagaman with my pops, and I moved to Metairie a few years ago. But yeah, I was really raised in Wagaman.
He was a West Banker for a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
We love West Bankers, and we also love that 3.1 GPA. But tell us this: what is it like to have dual enrollment with obviously at John Curtis and at LSU?
Dual enrollment, it's a little bit harder. It's another step, taking college classes, but I mean, it's just working a little bit hard. It's nothing new to me. I work hard. I'm determined, so I wanted to do dual enrollment. I mean, honors. I've been an honors since 8th grade, 9th grade.
Wow.
So like,
Fire.
Nice.
I'm just used to working. Yeah, man. It's nothing too crazy. It's not that hard, but it's just that next step. I mean, I'm gonna be taking the class in a few years anyway, but I just wanted to get that extra step ahead so I could really focus on football. That's what that do like that.
If you just tuning in Inside the Trenches, baby, you're listening to Prentice Mackyeon. Be sure to follow him on X at Prentice 1 of 1. My man says 1 of 1. That means none before him and none to help. Hello, somebody. That's right.
I like that.
Y'all be sure to follow him. Check him out on Instagram. You can check out his huddle tape from last football season. Lockdown defensive back. Like he told y'all, he played at a Troy Polamalu position as the adjuster. So he could play on the line. He could float and doing coverage. Troy went crazy with that defense back with the Steelers when he played. Little recap. Let's go back to your junior season. I overheard you and little Chris out there talking about 39 seconds, right? Going back to the playoff game against St. Aug. I guess we could start there and just kind of talk to us about your junior season.
Okay. 39 seconds. That's gonna be installed in my brain for the rest of my life. I ain't gonna lie. St. Aug, it was a good team. I feel like we changed our defense. We backed up. We thought the game was kind of over. We was just trying to keep them in front of us. It just didn't happen. They kind of picked on our freshman DB, which he's not a bad freshman DB. Like, he's one of the ones. He's the brother of Mike Turner. I think y'all
Number
know.
24.
Went to LSU. Yeah.
That's right.
So it's not like he not no athlete. Like, he like that. He determined. Like, he trained the DBT too. So like, I know he working. He picked on him. He made a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Got his feet a little messed up forward, but it's all good, man. But that happened. But my junior year, I feel like it was a big uprising for me. I really stood out to myself. I really thank God for this, for real. I really thank God for the strength he gave me to go through the whole season, but produce every single game. Like, not be inconsistent, but just keep working, keep grinding. And every game I produced and produced and produced. And it just kept going up, and now I'm in this position where I'm getting offers and colleges looking and interest is coming in, and I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed.
Yeah. Totally. And you're also blessed with height. I see you
Yes,
when you
sir.
walked in very well. So I see your awards, first team all district. I also see your upcoming camps with the Nike camp and the Under Armour. Brother, tell us how you keep everything balanced with your schoolwork. Obviously, once again, you got the 3.1. We're gonna shout you out for sure, baby. You got the 3.1. You're an incredible DB, you know. And for some people, I know we spoke about the Troy Polamalu position. For the younger cats, you kind of play that Taylor position, number one for the Saints. You're a DB, but you're still in the mix with the big boys. But how do you balance your schoolwork as well as your off the field accolades?
To be honest, it's hard some days. It's late nights, but it's early mornings too. But late night, like, we studying. Like, I gotta balance it. I love the game too much, but like, I also gotta know I gotta study to, have the film in the game too, to know where I gotta be at too. But I'm gonna keep it with academics and athletics. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and take a deep breath and just be like, God, man, just help me through this. Bless me. Like, just let me do it, Lord. And I study, do my work, wake up in the morning, maybe get a little training, a little session in the morning for workouts or whatever. Go to class, lock in class, man. I think that's what it's really about, just locking in class, paying attention, taking notes. I think that's the main thing, is taking notes for everything, though. Sports and in the class, too. But, yeah, it's just late nights, early mornings, man. I don't really have, like, the special thing, the little magic to say what I do, but I get work done. That's what I'm doing.
No, you said a lot. See how he gets it, right? He talk about
Sit down.
that's what college is about to be about.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's what the NFL with no alerts about to be about, right? Lord, say the same for your career. I heard you're a spiritual brother. That's good. Yes, you look at it from the perspective of developing those that habit early.
Right.
Being able to say in my mind that, hey, this piece is going to be more important that I write this down.
Time
Tell you
management.
right, yeah.
Time management is
Cause
really important.
when you go to college ball and you learn these new defensive terms and all of that stuff, you heard them say you take notes. Continue those habits. I think that's really gonna help you moving forward. You talk about off-season training. I saw some of your tape training with Robbie. I talked to Robbie the other day before you came on, and he was excited for you to come on the show. What's a typical week like for you in regards to that? I know you train. I know you mentioned that. So, you do that training with DTP, and then is it any other like regiments you have? I know you say you stopped playing basketball, so I guess talk to us about that.
Since I ended basketball, and which Coach Biko's a great coach, it's not about me just not getting time. It was just me really focusing on football and stuff like that. So he really understood, and I'm blessed that he understood that. I started track after that to get my speed up. I think that was a good decision of mine. So I've been having track practice right after school. That ends around about 4:30, 4:45-ish. And then right from there, I get changed and go straight to DPT. And we getting work. And we starting at 5. We started at 5 the last 2 weeks, but right now we're going to be starting at 7. But I'm lifting, stretching is key. For real, stretching is key. I stretch a lot. But drills, grinding, speed work, field work, cone work, everything, all of the above, and then go home, stretch some more. Just do that little extra, that little more could take anybody so far, and I feel like that's the key for me. It's just me stretching, moving my body, because I gotta get to places where some people can't. So I gotta just pick up that job, pick up that slack, and do what I gotta do. But yeah, it's basically everyday thing, Monday through Friday. Track, go to DPT, grind work, speed work, the treadmill. He got the new treadmill. Facility's so nice, man.
All right.
Shout out Robbie, man. New
Big up to
facility,
Robbie.
man.
Okay.
Yes, he put so much in us. That's why I love my guy, bro. I love Robbie. He put so much in us, and I love that. But yeah, I go home after Robbie, stretch, take a shower, get to the school work, do some late night studying, get back in the morning, do it all again. Yeah, that's
Fire, man. It's a factory, bro.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm aware of your multiple offers, brother. Tell me how you navigate the recruiting process, because it's constantly going on with everything what else you have going on.
Recruiting process, it's a lot. The transfer portal and this stuff, and they looking at new players. Coaches are just coming in on the 2027 class because the 2026 just ended. So everybody is starting to hit me up and stuff. Pops is here. He helps me out a lot on Twitter, Instagram, everything you could think of. Recruitment, I just keep a great relationship with everybody, because you never know the opportunities, man. You never know the opportunities. I just try to get great relationships with everybody. Not do too much, but not do too little. But keep it equal, keep it balanced, And I'm just thankful for the opportunities that coaches even hitting me up for real. But recruitment is going to stay solid. Keep it calm. Don't make it such a big deal though. But just stay humble. That's me. That's just stay humble, man.
Level-headed, man. You know what I'm saying? Smart, studious guy got the fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the brown ones on. Man. I think everybody go with the clear ones, man. I'm not thinking about it. I like it. It's black.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, Kanye say it's hard to be humble when you're stunting on a jumbotron.
Right, real
You're doing an amazing job, young Prentice.
Yeah, keep doing that.
Job.
Yes, sir.
Real spill. We like to ask players about players that inspire them, or guys who they mold their game behind or they watch. For me coming up, it was Warren Sapp. It was watching Sapp. He was a 6-foot guy like me, but quick. So I tried to mold my game behind him. Do you have? I know you mentioned Troy Polamalu. That's a little bit before your time, man. Like anybody right now, safeties, adjusters, DBs, you kind of mold your game behind, or you like the way they play.
So I like Nick from the Seahawks, number 3, Imanawari. That boy, he a rookie this year. But he a dog. Like, I was just watching the last game. He strapping people. He coming down. He blitzing, hitting the quarterback. It just remind me of me. He backing up, playing safety. Like, it just remind me of me. That's one. To think of another one, it's a little bit before my time. Jamal Adams.
Yeah, that's right right now. That's right.
Jamal Adams. He
still out there.
he was the first one. Like I used to wear when he used to wear all the armbands. I used to put on all the armbands. They used to make fun of me or whatever, but I used to put on the armbands. That's another player I really do look up to though, cause he do the same thing. But I used to like how he hit. That was my main thing. Forget all the coverage. When I was young, I used to watch the hardest hitters compilations, and it was really just him the whole time. Right. But that's another one I really liked, though. Jamal Adams. That was probably the first one I really looked up to, though.
Nah, that's a pretty good list, and both guys played for the Seahawks, incidentally speaking. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion.
Very versatile guys. But what do you prefer more? Do you prefer an interception or getting a hit on a quarterback, or maybe a good hit on the running back? What do you prefer?
I would say that's a good question. For me, I'm gonna do interception because I'm trying to take it for 6.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the points on the board. But at the same time, I would like a hit too. Like hit somebody, stand over, and the ball come out, fumble, teammate pick it up. That's even better. But I'm gonna go interception, pick 6. I think that's the greatest feeling.
I mean, it has to be. That's the one, bro.
Yeah.
For a big guy, I was very close. It wasn't a pick. It was a fumble. And we went back and reviewed it. It didn't touch the wall, so I played arena ball too.
Okay.
So it almost hit the wall, and I grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I ran that thing in, man, and scored. But they say, "Oh, the ball had hit the wall." I was so drove. Look, my coach was like, "Oh man, we gonna get it reviewed." But I'm like, "Man, they took my touchdown. Man, that's crazy."
Even the big guys won't get in the end zone, so I definitely understand that, little young brother.
Well, if y'all enjoying the show, y'all keep enjoying the show, and check this out. The next couple minutes, we'll be joined by Damian CH. He's going to join us for a musical break, so y'all be sure to stick around and check that out as we start to wrap up this segment. One thing that we do like to do here on the show, it's I have a 14-year-old son and a 7-year-old son. Now my oldest son, he's older than you, but it's kids playing pee-wee ball right now, which that they can play varsity, right? Have opportunity to get offered by the Dartmouths of the world, the Nickel States of the world,
The Floridas of the world.
the Floridas of the world. I see. I'll check them out.
I'm all over you.
Yep, that's your camera right there.
Okay.
That camera right there.
Right.
Go ahead and talk to the young player wanting to keep his grades up too. You know, holler at him.
Won't be like you.
Okay. Look, school is important. I know some of y'all don't want to do y'all work and stuff, but it's gonna affect you. Just make sure y'all do y'all work. Keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working, man. Kids, like, y'all pops behind y'all moms behind y'all. Most of y'all playing park ball. I ain't play park ball, but most of y'all playing park ball. All y'all families behind y'all watching y'all, cheering y'all on, man. Just keep working, man. Y'all don't need no trainer for real. Just keep doing what y'all do. Be humble. Don't do too much, but you know what I'm saying? Stay to yourself. Keep working. And just have fun. That's the main thing. Just have fun. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all to have fun.
Well, I like it right there, baby.
Works for me.
That's fire. I like that.
Works for me, brother.
Motivating, man. Understanding
sir.
what it is. You know, it's a full circle thing here. Well, Prentice, man, we want to thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
y'all.
But don't be no stranger now. Football season,
no.
you get your pick 6. Don't go Hollywood on us.
I got y'all, man.
Well, this is your senior year, so
Yes, sir.
there'll be somebody that's very noticeable on the sideline that'll be watching you, brother.
Yes, sir.
So I wish you all the luck, and I can't wait to see you next year.
Thank
Tell the people your number. What number you rocking with?
Oh, we
yeah.
rocking number 2. We going
Okay.
deuce.
Deuce
We
on
going
him. I got the deuce on him.
Yeah, we
Come
going
on.
deuce. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it, man. Well, he's Prentice Mackyeon. Be sure to follow him again. Prentice 1 of 1 on X.
1 of 1.
Be sure to check him out this season, baby. This season right here with the John Curtis Patriots representing. Hey, Catholic League, brother. It's one of the toughest leagues in the world, if you ask us, man. So, man, you keep shining, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Appreciate
indeed.
y'all.
Hey, but like I promised y'all, as we mentioned earlier, something new we trying here at Inside the Trench. Ain't trying, we're gonna do it, baby. I'm loving it. You know, it's sports and entertainment here. So we're gonna take a quick break, a musical break that is. We'll be joined by my man Damian CH, giving us a little music. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here on Inside the Trenches.
inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Welcome to sea. Enjoy your stay.
Como tú me besas cuando no estás, siento que pierdo la cabeza cuando te vas. Sigo extrañándote aquí, mi corazón late por ti. Sigo extrañándote aquí, te sigo extrañando aquí, te quiero a mi lado, baby. Estoy perdidamente enamorado. Me enganché en la socli pa' que nadie sospeche que la melancolía muy lento me domina. Y son tus fotos que me tienen solito imaginando qué hubiera pasado si algún día desaparezco. Si yo paso por tu mente, que la luna te haya hablado, los secretos que le conté, que la playa te recuerde lo mucho que yo te he amado, para que cuando regrese pasemos juntos todo el verano. Te quiero siempre a mi lado. Yeah, ya no es lo mismo si no estás aquí. Quiero estar para ti. Extraño como tú me besas cuando no estás. Siento que pierdo la cabeza cuando te vas. Sigo extrañándote aquí, mi corazón late por ti. Sigo extrañándote aquí. Te sigo extrañando aquí, te quiero a mi lado, baby. Sé perdidamente enamorado. Ey, te sigo extrañando aquí. Yo extraño como tú me besas cuando no estás. Siento que pierdo la cabeza cuando te vas. Sigo extrañándote aquí, mi corazón late por ti.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Quiet on the set.
Well, hello, somebody. It's time to move your body. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and we're having ourselves a great show. Big up style, homie Prentice coming through here, being a special guest on the show. John Curtis, Patriots in the building, representing that river, the River Ridge over there. You know what I'm talking about? As he was talking,
Got some ballers over there.
and it just brings up more about the Cali League, dog. Like
Got
Ed
some
Nicole,
ballers over there.
nationally ranked. You know, Brother Martin was doing their thing this year, so it's just cool. And if you're a ball out there, you need help training, right? You're an apprentice. Say you train with my homie Robbie.
Right.
If you're a lineman, you're looking for training. You got me. You got Stu. Y'all hit us up at csportspros.com. Again, that site is csportspros.com if you're looking for training. If you need help with the recruiting process, our team of experts here for you, baby. Be sure to, again, check that site out, csportspros.com. It's not too late in the recruiting process for you, baby. You can still get you somewhere. Definitely check us out. All right, so our next guest, this isn't his first time here. You know,
Not
last
at all.
time he was behind the camera looking at
Yes,
the
sir.
production, like, man, this is cool. We're like, yeah, hey, man, we need to get you on the show.
Definitely.
So, Tulane University wide receiver. I mean, some of y'all might see him. Y'all might think he played basketball, man, but he's looking forward to this year with the Tulane Green Wave. I want to welcome my man, Kellen Tasby on the show. Thank you, Kellen, for coming on the show, big dog.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mr.
Yes,
Tasby,
indeed.
welcome.
Be sure to follow him on IG, on X, at Kellen Tasby. Be sure to check out some of his highlights as well. You know what I'm saying? The Green Waves represented. Hey, brothers, I like it over here, uptown New Orleans. Man, we get the Green Waves players
Close
coming
proximity.
through. Yes, indeed, come and represent for us, bro. That's cool. So let's be in the space we in right now, man. It's springtime. Y'all just got back on campus a couple weeks ago, getting back in the swing of things. How's campus life treating you this spring, man? How's the training been, man? How's it been on campus? A new school schedule? You got new classes, bro? Just talk to us about campus life for you right now.
I mean, it's just hectic for real. Like, new classes, like they give us harder ones in the spring semester than the fall because we got the season. But like, I'm in stats right now. Stats, man, you already know how that is. That's just hard. So I'm getting extra tutoring on Mondays and Wednesdays. So yeah, I mean, I'm in Spanish 2 right now. Hopefully, this semester goes well. I can finish Spanish up in the summer. So, but like campus, I mean, everybody's glad to be back. They got parties and stuff going on, but I chill out on that. I ain't
Tell my man, chill, fool. He be
yeah.
coolin'.
Chill, Bill.
Yeah,
That's
all
the
the
best
time.
way to be.
yes, sir.
Well, brother, once again, welcome to Inside the Trenches, ESPN. So glad to have you. We kind of talked off camera, and, you're a very enlightened brother. Tell the people where you're from.
Well, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I mean, I grew up in Little Elm, but Dallas, Texas, that's the general area. I went to Little Elm, Texas, high school. I went to Lone Star for 9 weeks, but then I left, and that's when I went to Little Elm basically my entire rest of my high school career. And then my final year, my senior year, that's when I did a year at Prestonwood Christian Academy. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've been to 3 different schools, but yeah.
Okay.
So, growing up in Dallas, Texas, I mean, you had to have, you're a wide receiver for Tulane, but you had to have played basketball at some point. Which is 6'7"?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There you go.
6'7".
Yeah.
So what it was? So how much basketball did you play? Did you play all the way to your senior year? Was it just when did football take fully over? I guess.
So, from a young age, I always knew that football would just be my dream. I looked up to Vince Young. Growing up, that's why I always wear the number 10 in everything I do. But I play with some there's a guy in the league right now, Trey Johnson. I play with him. That is, and I play with a couple others. They're all in college right now. They're all D1, but I stopped right before middle school, like 5th grade, probably to 1st grade, 2nd grade. That's when I stopped and I took a break. If I would have kept playing, I don't know where I could be at right now. But
come on,
I played. I picked it back up in middle school. I mean, I did some okay things. I did some good things, but maybe if I didn't stop, I could have, I could be somewhere else right now. I don't know. Right. Who knows? So, but I'm glad to be a football player. You know what I'm saying? This is where, I found myself at home. I love the game, so this is what I do.
Okay. 6'6", 6'7",
Yeah.
former basketball player, wide receiver. What was the determining factor for you to choose the Tulane Green Wave as your collegiate career?
So the first thing was like Tulane, that was the real first offer. I got an offer before it, which was ULM, but I mean, I didn't think it was a good enough school for me to go to, just all things considered. So continuing through my junior year, I got offers in the after the season was over, and Tulane, I just felt the most feedback and communication from them, and it seemed like they wanted me the most. And after I went on my visit, I did a couple unofficials. I just thought it was the place for me. I mean, I didn't even know about Tulane before like they offered, or like they were talking to me. Like I thought that was just like some random school that nobody would like. If you didn't want to play football, you're not supposed to go there. But that was the year they come out the Cotton Bowl. So yeah, I mean it was interesting. Yeah, my dad he was really pushing like Tulane for me because he thought like this is where they get the ball rolling. Like you go there, you can continue to have the program doing well. So that was like one of the biggest things for me. And then my mom, she was like, school and stuff. So there's that. But like she just wanted me to make sure I made the right decision, kept all my options open. So yeah.
So you wearing number 10 this upcoming season?
Yes, sir.
All right, big time. 6'7" and the number 10. And you had D Hopkins, he wore the number 10.
For sure. He's
Shoot,
slim like
Slash
D
played-
Hop.
And I know you played quarterback too. Quarterback too. So Slash, that's Cordell. You wore 10 for the Steelers.
Might be a little old for him.
That's it.
Oh, no, I know Cordell.
He came in with the Kellen Winslow. He's like, yeah, man. I'm like Kellen Winslow. He knows players.
Cordell Stewart.
Yes,
Cordell Stewart. That's right. New Orleans guy.
He did everything, man.
West Banker. Well, speaking of New Orleans, I mean, you hang around with a couple of your teammates from the city. They've been bringing you around to different places. What, this 2.5 years now here for you now?
I mean, if like we get to the summer, it'll be 2, but like right now it's 1.5.
1.5, you all
Yeah.
right, bam.
Okay.
So you done been everywhere, just about.
Basically, yeah.
Give me your top 3 NOLA foods. What's your favorite foods to eat here?
Oh man. I mean, NOLA baby's always good. Yeah, y'all know NOLA
What you
baby.
get when you go there?
I mean, I usually get either like I love shrimp, so I get the seafood platter, catfish and shrimp, seafood platter, and then there's like places like Company Burger and Burger Nerds. I love those.
All right, I'm going to try Burger Nerds. I had Company Fire.
Company
So
good.
he hitting all the uptown
Yeah,
spots.
he definitely
But
hitting
you can have a burger back home.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like what food down here you can't get home you really like.
I mean, I forgot what the name of it's called, but it's downtown. It's a seafood spot.
So you went to Drago's then?
Maybe, I don't know. I think it was
New
like
Orleans hamburger
it was like King Seafood, King Crab, something like that. So whatever it's called.
Man, he really uptown.
Yeah,
he be in the
he
city,
uptown.
dog. He hitting all
I
the
don't
city.
I don't go to downtown very often, so
Okay.
yeah, I try
Right.
to.
Small kid.
Well, y'all had everything at Tulane. Y'all done did the snowball spot. Y'all did the crawfish. You a fan of crawfish?
Yeah.
Do you know how to eat crawfish?
I mean, I'm from the South, but I'm not that down south. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's your first year. Don't
we
trip.
go to Dallas, right?
Yeah,
What dish we need to get when we come there?
man. I mean, Texas is all about that barbecue. So
Barbecue hit out there, bro. Yeah, the smokehouse. We gotta hit the smokehouse when we go out there. Then.
yeah, like you got the like all those like steak grilled like
do a lot of
steak. Yeah,
They
like
do a lot of steak.
out there.
Well, brother, I gotta just keep focusing on the fact that you 6'6", 6'7", wide receiver.
Yeah.
Who do you pattern your game after? Who is your game like? Either pro or college collegiate. What is your game like as a 6'7" receiver out here?
Well, first person comes to mind. Everybody keeps telling me is Mike Evans. So
Okay. And Mike Evans is 6'5" too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but they frame kind of.
and then you have Quentin Williams, right?
Okay.
Or Quentin Johnson. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
From,
stick with Mike.
From the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick with
But
Mike.
the built. I see what you're saying.
Chargers, yeah. Like, yeah, he went to TCU, right? Yeah, like he big, tall. Like he basically my frame and size. You know what I'm saying? Also heard like Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might not have the same exact speed as him, but
Right.
I
How
mean,
fast are you?
I'm like 4'5", 4'6".
That's
But
moving
it's been a minute since I ran a 40, so
Right.
I don't know.
But that's still moving for his height.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because I'm not really looking to see him run a 4'3". That's
Right. Well, we realize Mike Evans is 6'5" and he run a 4'4". Our former Texas A&M player. He played with Lil Noel at Texas A&M, so we know the structure around him. Tell me this, brother. What's your major?
Business management.
Yeah, you seem very intelligent.
You know,
What do you see yourself doing in the future with your degree from Tulane University?
I want to go into some kind of real estate or entrepreneurship, like make like my own business in like real estate. That's what I want to do. Like basically become a landlord or something like that. Like
Yeah, you been uptown.
he been uptown. Hey man, listen, bro, that man riding around uptown, seeing all them beautiful
Broadway,
houses. Ooh,
yeah,
this is a
yeah.
nice $1
State
million
Street.
house
Yeah.
right here. What do I-
Yeah, Nashville. Yeah, he been uptown.
No, but that's one thing I do admire about you and your teammates. Y'all are on it. What I mean by that
definitely got a
is
business savvy.
when we were this age, we wasn't thinking about making business decisions. We was like, man, we're gonna get to the league and ball out. That was the business decision, but
All I know is I was the business.
right. And I'm not saying that for everybody. You know, I'm not saying that for all my old teammates and stuff like that. But
Majority.
yeah, because I mean, think about that, bro. We come up in the cash money, no limit era. All we see is gold chain, platinum here, this and that, this whip, that stretch. So
Y'all very
the material, y'all focus. And
Very.
I mean, Tulane's a really good school. It's a private institution, and y'all rolling with football. Man, I want to get back to football before we get you out of here. I talked to your teammates about this. Cargo, I talked to old Mitchell about this as well. But when you think back at this past football season, y'all were able. Nobody in the state was able to accomplish that. Like we had to get rid of our coach, bring in Coach Kiffin, just to have the opportunity to run with Coach Summerall y'all had. And I mean, just give me your recap to last season.
I think, you know, like from the very first like run we had, like you could just tell like it felt different. Like we was out there running, like we had the team runs. It was like ice and snow on the ground. Like, you know, we don't got no indoor, so you know that's what we had. We had to endure it. You know what I'm saying? So like going through that season, like every single game we had, the first game, you know, we were just like against Northwestern. You know, we came out guns blazing. You know, first half of the season, we were run heavy. Like, we couldn't get, you know, nothing really going in the pass. But then, you know, something clicked in the wide receiver room. So, you know, the coach was like, you know, this offense run through us. So we had to start opening it up. After that, like, 280, like 300, 320, like passing yards just went up, and that's how, like, you know, I don't know why, but we kept every game close. But there was games that we should have put away. Like we just felt like this was our season. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just something like different like that year. Like we went to the playoffs. Like we felt like the underdogs every game, but we knew we were the better team. Like I don't know how you explain that.
Right.
But like our coach said, you either prove them right or you prove them wrong. Right. So we had to make a statement every game. We couldn't like hold anything back against nobody because, you know, every game live TV for us. So, you know, we either going to lay up or we're going to win. Like it is what it is. Like we got to make a play every single time the ball is snapped. So, like there's games where we should have put the team away, let them come back. There's teams where we would get up early and, you know, we wouldn't score anymore, you know, like Temple, you know what I'm saying? That game, like, we were up. It was like 35, like 14. They were just hanging around. Often wasn't doing nothing, but, I mean, it was the UTSA game. It was the whole, like scandal, that game. Like, we didn't know what we was doing, but, you know, that game, like we just came off a loss going into Memphis. We had to like retaliate. Like we had to make sure that like we weren't gonna let that happen again next week because if we did, the season's over. Right. Like we almost lost the Army. Like so we knew how it felt to be on the losing side. Like so next game we didn't like play around all week at practice. It just like no one like joked or laughed. Yeah, different focus. Like we didn't joke, laugh, nothing. It was business day in, day out. So.
Well, that's true that you are a part of the Tulane team that made it to the college playoff series, if you will. Can you specifically tell us what was that experience like? Because, obviously Tulane's been to bowl games. Obviously Tulane has had great seasons. But what was it like to be in the college playoff series?
I think that outside of the game, like, it felt surreal. All these things going on around us. Like, our coach would tell us not to look ahead, but, I mean, we're in a position we've never been in before, so...
Right.
Like, we got no choice but to look ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a week off, so, you got all this media stuff talking about we're in. Like, it felt, like, different. Like, it felt like this is a time of our lives to be, like, alive, you know what I'm saying? We had that rush. We had the adrenaline rush. Like, during the game, I mean, everything leading up to it is just, like, it felt normal. Like, just, we got to go win another day. I mean, we know what happened, but, like, the game, the atmosphere felt a little different from Ole Miss. They had, like, all the lights going on and off in the stadium. The biggest thing that I saw was they had a bunch of drones, and, like, they were light up drones, and, they were doing all this crazy stuff. It was a light show. They were playing music. Like, they just had a bunch of stuff that they didn't have when we first played them. So
the atmosphere really switched up for them. Like, you playing against Temple in, like, a dull, cold environment. Then you have to play at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
It's a little cold out there, too. It's still a winter. But, obviously, we look at that game, it's like the boom. It's like they got right out the big play first series, come back, another big play. But, y'all definitely fought. And I'm proud of you, man. Real quick, we got about a minute left on the show. I know we usually do our deal, but before we do our deal, I just want to, I guess, talk about your mindset going into this off season. Like, what are some of your achievable goals, even for the spring?
I think that the biggest achievable goal would be, be high on the depth chart. Like, get minutes that I didn't get last year. Last year, it was just special teams. This year, we can't have that. I need to be on the field because I feel like I can be a real difference maker. So, like, it's either I've been doing this all my life for nothing, or I, put my name on the map. So, like, I gotta go earn it all spring. So the film don't lie. So, basically win the starting job, make sure that, I can support myself off the field too. And then, really just let the coaches know that they can, trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Nothing built without trust, so.
That's big.
True that.
Now, you got your mind right, and that's what's the most important thing. Well, man, Kellen, thank you so much for coming on the show. Won't be your last time, bro. We got to get you back on at the spring ball just to recap that for y'all. Keep in contact with the Green Wave. Number 10 for the Green Wave this year, brother. Kellen Tasby. Be sure y'all follow him on the social media as well. Kellen, got about 30 seconds here before we take a break. That's your camera right there, brother. Hey, man, he's 6'7", played big-time high school football, now playing for the Tulane Green Wave. Looking to have a lot of playing time on the depth chart, man. Talk to the young receivers out there trying to be in the position you in.
I think that the biggest thing is consistency. We have to make IDPs during the offseason, and you got to tell them all your goals. Make sure you write your goals down. Nothing is attainable unless you write your goals down in front of you and you see them every day, because you're going to forget. So make sure you do that. Make sure you work day in, day out, running, routes, like conditioning, like everything. Make sure you work on your hands, because, that's the biggest goal of a wide receiver. That's your only job, really, to catch the ball, and then blocking is extra. So make sure you don't do that.
Well, that's the formula out there, youngins. And y'all want to put yourself in that position.
DOC from Dallas.
Straight up,
the formula.
Hello, somebody. Wise words from a cool guy, brother. So Hey, we're going to keep this thing going. Y'all don't go nowhere, man. Me and CL going to talk a little NFC, AFC ball. They got the Super Bowl that's going to happen in San Francisco here. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And as we wrap up this show, we'll be joined by IGL's very own Kimmie Talk. We got a lot to talk about with her, baby. It's Inside the Trenches. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Hello.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
School football player who's tired of waiting on college coaches to notice you? What if I told you there's a way to get real colleges to reach out to you with scholarship offers and a financial package? If you are a junior or a senior who is serious about playing football on the next level and having school paid for, well, this video for you. Hello, somebody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marlon Big Favorite. As a defensive lineman, I won a national championship with LSU in 2007 and then won a Super Bowl championship with the New Orleans Saints in 2009. Today, I'm a part of a broadcasting team who does the pre- and post-game analysis for the LSU Tigers. You might catch me on other media outlets talking sports as well. But here's what I'm mostly passionate about. My real job is running Conquer Sports Professionals. At our New Orleans and Baton Rouge's facilities, we specialize in elite training for high school and college-bound football players. We provide position-specific training, strength and conditioning, and speed training to help our athletes dominate on the field. But that's just part of what we do. The big part of what we do is we help high school football players secure offers to play college football and pay for their education. Here's the reality most players face. High school coaches just don't have enough time to do all the recruiting work that you need. You show up to 7-on-7s and camps, hoping some coaches will notice you out of 500-some kids. What usually happens is you waste your entire weekend because nobody was actually watching you. Most guys just throw their applications into a void, hoping something sticks. That's not strategy. That's gambling with your future. Here's where we're different. We have a network of 1,000 coaches and scouts representing every level of college football from Division I FBS, FCS, Division II, Division III, NAIA, and junior colleges. We start with a complete skill assessment. We discuss your football and your educational goals. Then, based off your talent, we personally contact coaches and scouts who are looking for exactly what you bring to the table. We don't send out emails. We make direct, personal contacts. Why does our approach work so well? Because me and my team here at Conquer has years of experience in the sports world. Our network is broad and vast, and we can get you in front coaches and scouts who can offer you a spot. Here's what this means for you. Number one, you never have to worry about what to say, how to say it, or when to say it. You just show up, play your best, and let the results take care of themselves. Number two, when a coach responds, we personally prep you for each call and visit. We walk you through what to expect, what to say, and how to make a strong first impression. Our team of former NCAA and NFL players manages the outreach, sending and replying to messages every single day. This makes it almost impossible not to get noticed by a college program. But we don't just reach out randomly. We write messages to show real intent, why you like their school, references to their program, and their academic reputation. We make it personal, real, and human. We have direct contacts and relationships with the decision makers. So a coach just don't see a name or a stat. They see you, a player that belongs in their locker room, and they trust that we will only send players that fits their program. Now, I can't cover everything in this short video, but if you like what you heard so far, or if you're even a little bit interested, click the link below and book a call with our team. Worst case scenario, you leave with a clear plan on how to control your recruiting process. Best case scenario, we work together and you sign a college offer with a scholarship. And if it doesn't work, we'll keep on working. We'll find a way to get you somewhere. There are tons of opportunities out there, and we'll help you discover them. So is this worth 30 minutes of your time? Absolutely. The only real risk is doing nothing and watching another season go by without hearing from a school you should be playing for. Even if you're unsure or on the fence, book a call anyway. The application just takes minutes. And if we can't help you, we'll let you know right away. Click the link below and we'll see you on the call. Hello, somebody.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Well, times fly when you're having a good time, baby, and that's what we're doing right here at Inside the Trenches. Beautiful uptown New Orleans right here in Loyola. You gotta love it. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite. We're live here on ESPN Baton Rouge's YouTube Live. Big ups to our crew back there in Baton Rouge, and big ups to UP and our crew here at the studio. One more big ups to all our sponsors, Conquer Sports. Big ups to y'all for all y'all do for the show. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Get Gordon, and get it done. Hello, somebody. And we also want to thank Dr. Kendra for all she does for the show, Health Nut System. Well, our next guest is known all around the city, big in the community, very helpful. Not only the young artists in the area, but also the young gamers in the area. I can't wait to talk about that with her. Our next guest is none other than IGL's very own Kimmie Talk. Kimmie, welcome to Inside the Trenches.
Nice to see y'all.
Welcome.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome.
Kimmie, me and you go back like four flats.
On a Cadillac.
From your game head days.
Yes.
And just starting off with esports and everything. But I want you to talk to our viewers about IGL and y'all's mission and you know, just the entire program and what it brings to the community.
So IGL Foundation, International Gaming League Foundation, the whole premise of it is learn, compete, play. All right? Simple. If you can game, I could teach you anything. I could teach you law. I could teach you music. I can teach you anything dealing with contracts. That's how we're introducing things dealing with NIL deals. That's how we're making sure that people have awareness. It's through that gaming, because gaming is kind of like your fun space. That's where you're a kid. That's where that innovation and that learning comes out. So it's all about understanding not only the gaming aspect, but also you tapping into the inner you, the real portions things that you like. Why spend the rest of your life doing things that you do not like? I'd rather tap into those things that actually, pique your interest and say, here, let's match you up with a career space. Here, let's capitalize on this. We're doing that also in music and entertainment. And so that's what IGL is about.
Wow.
I like it. Meeting them where they at, CL,
That is amazing. So I've been told by trade you are a lawyer.
Yes.
Tell us how you got into esports community.
So I started off, actually, my brother was the person who founded IGL Foundation. He was one of those people that was way ahead of his time. We started off with, we had a gaming cafe. He was one of the first people to have an actual computer table to where you could play on an actual computer table. It looked like a giant iPad.
Oh, wow.
And so he used to create these spaces, and he was so good, along with his team, they were so good at creating spaces, and then you connect the community, making sure that people, tap into that fun space. So, yeah, you may be good at Call of Duty, right? But your grandpa is good at
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
That's the game.
Mike Tyson knockout. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring the retro, like we're going to bring those old type things and make sure that we're creating a community so that way it's familiar to everyone. And then we even started doing tabletop games, and then everybody loves card games. And then we did things like pity pat games, so that way the grandmas got in there and they were yeah, run it. So meet everybody where they're at, and then when you put people in communities where gaming is the focus, that fun is the focus, man, you could teach them. And so that's how I ended up getting into it. My brother ended up passing away in 2019 at 33 years old.
Wow.
This was his passion. This was his love. He was just so, like, he left with so many blueprints of different things. It was so far into the future, even when it came to tokenization of money, when it came to actually playing the games and stuff like that. He hand coded a full site where it was using tokenization, and then cryptocurrency came out soon after that. It's just amazing. So yeah. I mean, we're so talented. We're really, as a people, so talented. And so it was easy for me to kind of get that baton and pick it on up because I was always doing the background, the business aspect. I was doing everything. Now, he liked to be, he's a little bit more engaging than I was. I'm an introvert. So, but, I had to pick it up and make sure it continued.
Yeah, that's what that's what we originally met. Her brother and I at De La Salle. We brought Gamehead over, and that's why I met Kimmie. And it's just good to see the brand grow, and I'm so proud of you continue your brother legacy.
Thank you.
That's huge. We're here with Kimmie Talks, baby. Be sure to follow IGL at IGL Foundation on Instagram. All you need to know about e-games, just being able to, I know. And we will talk about this. Teenagers, even more than when we were like, we talk about Madden 93, Sega Genesis, Metal Gear Solid, but we were outside. Like shouts out to Flag Boy. Like we were outside, right? We were in the streets before the street lights came on. These kids are locked into the game.
Yeah, they don't come outside.
So I think that is a unique way, right? They don't
don't come outside.
to meet them, and that's what Kimmie and her crew do over at IGL. They meet the kids where they are, and you were talking about NIL, right? A lot of parents, and we dealt with that a lot. Deal with it a lot with Conquer Sports. Folks aren't really educated on how this process works, how to brand yourself. And it's a unique way at IGL. Y'all do that through gaming.
Yes, and then we also have a symposium. It's called Your Body, Your Business, and we do it with Growth is Life Foundation as well. So that way we can kind of teach students how to make sure that your body is actually your business. Because when you start putting money on top of your branding, your body, there are certain rules and certain guidelines that you got to make sure that you're putting out. If you're talking about social media, what types of things make you ineligible or make you kind of risky as a person? See, people think that social media is free speech, right? Let you have tobacco products and gambling or drugs and things like that. Oh, that diminishes your value, right? You have to really think about how do you build your brand? What do your tapes look like? Is somebody filming for you? What does that look like? There are your professionalism. We have somebody that talks to students based upon how to do PR, how to go ahead if you're having an issue and you have to get in front of it. How do you speak to the community? What do you say if you get in trouble? Because sometimes people get in trouble. So, and so we make sure that these students understand their brand. They understand, their value. And then lastly is, what do those contracts look like? Do you understand a contract? What goes into it? Are you an entity? Do you have an entity? Those are things.
She came on a perfect day, too. We had Prentice in here earlier, a couple of TULANE players. This is stuff they need to hear. This is huge.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, all of that goes into it. And then, and Growth is Life really hits home on mental health because how can mental health affect your deal? How can it affect your contract? See, these are things that just because you're an athlete and you suit up doesn't mean that you already know.
Right.
And we try to educate our youth so that way when you're going into any type of space, you already know. We do that not only with our athletes, but also our music artists.
Right.
So it's very important.
Very important, because just because you're a game player don't make you no player. So I definitely understand that. How can adults and children get involved in your programs?
So go to the website. We also have a lot of different classes that get hosted. You could be a part of the classes. We're offering some that are going online. You can do in-person ones. During March Madness, see, we're taking a little bit of a break for February because everybody's outside, for February.
Sure.
But you're going to see a lot of our programs come up in March because we want to make sure that we're hitting everyone. We're having things for parents. We're having things for teachers. We're having things for athletes. We're making sure that we're having things for our music artists. We have a musicpreneur program just so that anyone who's going out there being an artist, they make sure that they understand that business sense, so that way not only are they protecting their talent and building on it, they're building their company and building their brands.
Can you explain to our viewers what is intellectual property?
All right. Intellectual property is, it embodies what your likeness, which it could be your name, your likeness. It could be, it encompasses trademark, copyright, and patent. All right. So when you're talking about copyright, that can be movement, that can be lyrics, that can be phrases. When you talk about trademark, that's the combination also with the actual mark that shows your logo. Like for instance, Inside the Trenches. Anybody can say Inside the Trenches, but if Inside the Trenches is coupled with a certain type of marking, that is yours. That is your property. And then you want to make sure that you're protecting it not only on a state level, right, so that no one else is taking it, but then there's the federal level. But then there's levels to trying to protect that portion. And so that is intellectual property. And when it comes to NIL is basically making sure that that branding, because for instance, if you think about NCAA and any type of games that have your player on there, right?
Yeah.
And they have your name, they have your image, and they have your likeness.
That's NIL.
They own it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And how long do they own that? How many times are they going to put that out? And then NIL is making sure that you're protecting those rights and you're making sure that you're capitalizing on those, right? But you have to build that brand and that brand likeness. That's all a part of you structuring your deals.
Yeah, see, and I watched Kimmie with Lil Reezy from the beginning.
Okay.
And it's a team around him. Like, Kimmie's a part of Lil Reezy's team, but yeah, as an artist, it was super important for him to put out good content, be consistent with his content. But, I mean, all the contracts that Reezy got offered, I mean, a lot of big labels, you have somebody like Kimmie can come through and look at it and make sure everything is right. And now that y'all tapping into the athletes with the NIL, same deal, having to build a brand, you have to be attractive to sponsors. So it's just meeting them where they at, teaching them the video games, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, Kimmie, before we let you go, it's 2 things we got before you let you go. Actually, 3. But what events upcoming after Mardi Gras could folks look forward to either get a part of IGL or, the different, I know you mentioned the musicpreneurship.
Musicpreneur is going to be the camp that we're going to do the most. So Musicpreneur is teaching those music artists how to protect their brand, how to learn legal structures, and how to build their business sense. So in March, you're going to see that. You're going to see more promotion that comes out around that. Next is our AI for All Y'all. That is us teaching not only our senior citizens, but our other community holders about AI. Even when talking about Musicpreneur program and music artists, what happens when AI or a Sora app goes ahead and takes your name, image, and likeness, and they continue to utilize that? Is that in contracts? So if you have a contract with a certain company, but you don't sign and say, hey, you can't use AI to manipulate me, can they not just continue to use your brand without you?
That's a good point. Yeah.
All right. And so, and then lastly is your body, your business. You're going to see that one and Charge It to the Game Festival. That one is connected to Silk the Shocker. Okay. And so those two events are coming out in March. So we're really, really excited about those.
Y'all be sure to go to IGL Foundation on Instagram for more information. Their website is on there as well to follow. Listen, I know a lot of young folks watch this. Come on, join the crew. I mean, it's definitely worth it. They're meeting you where you're at, with the video game. I remember when Kimmie and them first started, bro, they had like 7 PlayStations this way, 7, just different stuff. And, the engagement is definitely huge. So Kimmie, there's your camera right there. You're the perfect person for this, not only just from a motivational standpoint, but from a business standpoint as well. Talk to that young lady out there who's looking to not only blossom with her personality, but as a young businesswoman and want to achieve some of her goals. Talk to her, say she could do it. You could do it, girl.
You can do it because guess what? You can do all things. All things. If you know that you are a creative and you are a creator, you tap into that every single day. You make sure you wake up with purpose and a plan. Every single day you go ahead and you look at a whiteboard and you just write down the vision. You write down what you feel. And then what you do next is you research it. The power of research is untapped. So you make sure you get in there, you research it, and then you double down and you study anything that you want to do, and you master it because you are in control of your future. Game on.
Well, y'all heard it, baby, from the CEO of IGL herself, Miss Kimmie Talks. Well, Kimmie, one of the supporters of this show, guy who does a lot for Inside the Trenches.
Definitely.
One of our sponsors. Big ups to all of our sponsors.
Definitely.
But the Gordon McKernan injury attorneys,
Yes, sir.
they actually have something a little special for IGL. Let's see
Let's
what we got here.
Let's some.
Okay. Woo! Look at that.
There we go, baby.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much.
Shouts out to the Gordon McKernan injury attorneys. Get Gordon, get it done.
Get it done.
We have this check here for the International Gaming Crew, baby.
Yes.
$4,000 from the
Thank
Gordon McKernan
you.
Injury attorneys. Come on over here. Let's go ahead and snap
Well
up.
deserved.
Well deserved. Well, y'all, this is what we're gonna wrap this show. We want to once again thank all of our sponsors for coming on through and showing us love. Big ups to everybody. All of our guests for coming through. Kimmie Talks right here. Big ups to you, Kimmie. What's up? We all say cheese. Right, big ups to this is funny, y'all. We having a good time. Kellen Tasby, big ups to my man Prentice. Prentice, you the dog, man. Number 2 on the field. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 2 on your field for John Curtis. Big ups once again to IGL for coming through. Big ups to Gordon McKernan. Big ups to them for Get Gordon, Get It Done. And big ups to our production crew. Once again, Conquer Sports Pros. Big ups to all our sponsors out there. Big ups to y'all, too, for tuning in. And same time next week, baby.
Yeah, you're right.
6:30 p.m. right here at Loyola. Shouts out to our production team, baby. We'll be back next
Big
week
check.
on ESPN Baton Rouge. Big checks, baby.
Big check,
Get Gordon. Yeah. And get it done. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That was phenomenal. My legs are burning.
I know, yeah, I should put the chip. All right, so y'all want this.
I thought I give you that leg so you can stick.
We're going to get 2 shots with that. We're going to get one right here with the light, and then we'll get one in the hallway.
Okay.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Yo, what's good, man?
I'm up here. Where you at?
Say, bro, look, do what you gotta do, man. Get all the rooms together, get everything straight. Let's get this thing going. I'm on my way up now. I'm getting in the elevator. Go! What's up, man?
Where you been? That's the question.
Look, bro, how you ain't let them in the room already? Come on, man, let's go. Say, bro, come on. Randy, set them up.
Let me know if y'all need it.
Yo, get my mouse, please.
How's it looking?
That's fire, bro. Man, you want to take a listen?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm at this spot, I'm at this spot, I'm at this spot, I'm at the top, I'm at this spot.
All right, man.
You got it? Get your flow on. Get your flow on.
I need the mouse. Dude, I can't keep using the magic mouse.
Pull up, get it poppin'.
Say
Pull up,
mouse.
get it
Come on, bro.
You already know
Pull
Steven
up, get
had
it poppin'.
Man.
Pull up, get it poppin'. I'ma pull up, get it poppin'. Pull up, get it poppin'. If you ain't got my money, it's a pull up, pull up, pull up. Woo! Pull up, get it poppin'. 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 I'ma pull up, get it poppin'. Pull up, get it poppin'. If you ain't got my money, it's a.
Now you can say I got options, yeah. I could sell beats, still gon' profit, yeah. I could sell wet to a faucet, yeah. Still need to save off from barter, yeah. Way that we do it not fair, yeah. Tell all the refs just to call it, yeah. Wearing some glasses worth chains, ain't a damn thing, change. Tryna maintain, puff on the damn string for the head pain. Y'all be reverting to cane or lean or something that I don't need in my veins. I'ma go sober, but first I'll hang. Getting uplifted through Mary Jane as I fade away, yeah.
Inside the trenches.